Oh, shalom again, brothers and sisters. Picking up where we left off. Do we love black Jesus? Do we? And it's not about whether we believe that he's black or not. For those of us, and there's many of us who recognize that Jesus, or more correctly, Yeshua, Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ is black. But do we love? Because I'm still following up on I'm meditating on what one brother said recently, and I give thanks for that. I think it's Black Dream Hunker 2 or something like that. One of the either subscribers or commenters a couple of vids ago, and this question of that God doesn't care. And then one started talking about, well, it's religion. Well, see, let's not even deal with the religion thing until we find out, well, who is our God, right? Who is our God, right? Who is the God, right? Who is the God of black people? Now, of course, a lot of folks will come and say, well, there's only one God. There's only one God for us as the righteous. In other words, the scripture tells you that. You know, for us as Israel, there's only one God. Right? There's only one God for us as Israel. Right? We have one God, but the heathens obviously don't have just one God. You know, I mean, you could go on the internet and look up and see all the gods, you know, the gods that there are, or ones who are called gods, and people all don't worship the same God. Let's just recognize that right there. So when we're talking about God and gods, we have to also start talking about our God. You see what I'm saying? Our God as the diaspora. Who is the God of the diaspora? Let's show this right here. Who is the God of the diaspora? Do we love black Jesus? Right? Or do we just intellectually, we have an intellectual love, right? A philosophical love, right, for black Jesus, kind of an intellectual love, like, yes, Jesus is black. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Jesus is black, because look at this picture, look at that picture, look at this history, look at that history. Now, we already know that ones can't argue us on the history. They've tried. You know what I mean? Some folks have really tried sincerely to argue us on the facts, right, of Christ being, for lack of a better expression, a person of color, right? The color of the cross, I think it perfectly, as well as this movie by Blair Underwood, The Second Coming. Anyone have it out there? Please let me know if you have it out there. You know, just link I contact us if you have a copy of this. I need to check out some parts of it. This was years ago, but I want to cite it again, right? But do we love black Jesus, right? Do we love black Yeshua? Do we love Yeshua? Do we love God as black? Maybe that's what I'm trying to get to. Do we love God as black? Can we even digest that? Because, see, intellectually, based on how much evidence is proven or brought forward, we probably can accept that intellectually, especially if we can go to Whitey or to any of the Gentiles, you know what I'm saying, or silly Negroes or ignorant Negroes, let's put it like that, ignorant black folks who don't believe that, you know. It's like years ago, I remember telling ones and ones that Egypt is in Africa. And now I recall growing up at a time when there was still a large segment of the population, especially black folks, that did not even believe that Egypt was in Africa, much less that the ancient Egyptians were black people. Even today, there is some false controversy over that. You know, that they're looking at the monuments, they're looking at the artwork, they're looking at all that, and you see how people try to lie and whitewash. You can see that happen with even leaders and great black people that we've had recently, how they distort their image, right, to make their image a little more Eurocentric or Gentile. Let's call it Gentile-centric. Because we have to cut through a lot of this nonsense, right, because time is short.